Don't wait to buy land and wait.
I think everybody should get involved with Wealthbridge. It's a very good opportunity.
The first deal we were able to make about $20,000.
If you're a smart investor, you absolutely should have some form of land in your investment portfolio.
It has changed my life tremendously, yes.
It turned out to be very profitable for me.
Everybody should get in contact with Wealthbridge.
Steve has been a very valuable asset to us.
Anybody who is looking for an investment ought to get a hold of Steve Haight.
Everybody needs a land consultant.
What is land consulting? Hi, I'm Steve Haight, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about Wealthbridge Enterprises and what Wealthbridge Enterprises can do for you. What we like to do with Wealthbridge is bring our clients out, find property that's in the path of growth and development and has the opportunity to appreciate along with all the development that's going on around it. There's a lot of information a person needs to gather before he can make an educated decision about investing in raw land. That's what Wealthbridge is all about. We do a lot of research, constantly taking a look at what developers are doing, which states are hot. The market changes every 3 to 6 months, so it's an ongoing process.
He explained a lot of different information to us, met with us a couple of times, and we were able to have a comfort level with Steve and being able to know that he had the knowledge that we didn't have to be able to make an informed decision on investing.
We look at a lot of things to determine the investment viability of property. Where the roads are, where the water is, where the power is coming to. We also want to make sure that we're keeping track of where the property is being rezoned for higher density. What we in Wealthbridge like to do is to get our investors educated about these areas and target specific properties that fit their parameters. In other words, it's very important to get my clients into a position where we already know where the roads are going, that electricity and water are coming. And again, that goes down to the research we provide for our clients.
If you buy property that's in an area that's progressing, okay, the values are going to go increasingly higher, faster. If you buy a piece of property that's somewhere located in a real rural and desolate area, that property may remain the same for years and years and never increase in value because there's no need.
At Wealthbridge, we have a lot of success stories. We'd like you to meet some of these people right now.
My name is Robin Skipper. I'm a real estate broker in both commercial and residential real estate sales.
My name is Rhett Siegfried.
I'm David Medley. I'm in the title business here in Las Vegas.
My name is Maria Cantaleo, and I am a phlebotomist at Mountain View Hospital.
Hi, my name is Amber Crawford.
And my name is Dr. Gary Fitzhugh. I'm a consultant with the Department of Defense.
Hi, I'm Rich Michael. I'm a real estate investor.
My name is Rocco Franzio. I'm actually a realtor in Las Vegas.
I had, almost 10 years of residential and commercial real estate experience, so I felt that I was equipped to go out in the desert and find myself a deal. And quite frankly, I found myself on a Saturday and a Sunday driving all over creation with maps and papers and a dirty truck. And at the end of the day, I came back skunked and disappointed.
Part of our service is to give an actual guided tour of the area. And it's not so much it's important to see the actual piece of property that the client invested in, but it's to see everything around that property, where all the infrastructure's coming in. And that's where our extensive tours provide a lot more information for the clients.
It keeps you up to date and informed about the progress of the land and what's going on outside of it and the surrounding factors.
The way we met Steve was my wife and I, we were looking to invest in some raw land, and we had heard about Mojave County, Arizona. We took a drive out there, and we had met a couple of realtors out there, and they had actually referred us to Steve as the land professional out in Mojave County. So that's how we met Steve, and we contacted him and sat down with him, had a little discussion about what he does, what he could offer to us, and we signed a contract with him that day.
I traded a 1959 Mercedes-Benz down payment for this land in Sandy Valley that I bought. That's the first investment that Steve and I had together. I traded that for 40 acres in Mojave County down by Dolan Springs. And I've had that property for 12 years or better. And it has turned out to be a real good investment. So it's worth about $400,000 or $500,000 now, the 40 acres is.
We at Wealthbridge can negotiate with landowners that we have dealt with for many years. And because of this buying power, we make it possible to give our investors better investment opportunities.
I had realized that I had worked really hard and I had made other people quite a bit of money, but I really hadn't done that for myself. And I really figured out that I hadn't leveraged my time and even more important, my assets. So in 2005, I got another one of those nice emails from Steve Haight, and I thought, you know what, this is the time for me to call him. It's the right time, I'm ready to do it.
Ended up purchasing a quarter of a section for $1,000 an acre. Later on, with this same developer, I purchased somewhere in the neighborhood of 90 acres of 1 acre lots, a little bit further down. Those probably on the average of about $200 an acre. The real point here is I haven't sold any of them because right now the ones in the bulk where I bought the 160 acres are probably worth $10,000 an acre. The 1 acres are averaging dry at about $27,000 an acre. Water, which I have put in there as well, probably $40,000 or $50,000 an acre. But in 2 years, they'll be worth a lot more than that. Even today, at $10,000 an acre in a couple of years, I believe you can make another $5,000 an acre.
The land was really so low and so reasonable that compared now 6 or 7 years later, it's just phenomenal how much it increased in value. I think the land has appreciated about 400%.
It was a good deal basically because the land had grown in value within about 2 or 3 years. Since we had made the $20,000 profit, we had put another $11,000 into another land investment with Steve.
Steve was right on the money when it came to knowing what was going to be occurring in Mojave County. Currently, we've seen over 50% appreciation in the land. As a matter of fact, one of the parcels that Steve assisted us in purchasing, we were actually offered double the price that we paid for before we even closed escrow.
One piece that we bought was a 40-acre piece, roughly about $1,000 an acre, $40,000. After we split those that 40 acres up into 4 10s, we took the 2 10-acre parcels and then sold those off, made $80,000 on that. The $80,000, you know, we only had $40,000 into the full piece, so now I'm ahead $40,000 on just right there from that. Now I've still got my other 2 pieces to sit on. I can sell those right away. I can have Steve start marketing those and sell those to end users, or I can sit on those and just keep those in my bank, my land bank.
If my parents would have done what I actually started to do, you know, many years ago, I would have been at least 50 years ahead of my plan, okay, because land has appreciated so much over the past 50 years. And I know that 50 years ago when my parents that couldn't do it because of a depression and everything else, because of the times that they've been through, but now it's not too late, you can still do it.
When I first contacted Steve Haight, I really had 2 goals in mind. I had a goal of doing investing for myself, for my own retirement, but also I have a niece and a nephew, and I've been concerned about them having enough money for college, and I decided to take things into my own hands. So I have put a couple parcels away for them, purchased them, and they're doing great.
I'm going to go have fun and travel and enjoy my life instead of putting my nose to the grindstone.
I would definitely say that it made the future a little bit brighter.
I think that in the future that I will keep investing in it because it's really a great form of real estate to invest in.
I'd like to personally thank Steve for all he's done for me in the past, as far as showing me the property, as far as turning me on to everything that I needed to do to obtain the property.
He's my guy. Whenever I get involved and buy something, invest in something, he's who I buy from. I've referred a lot of people to Steve. He takes care of them real well. He gives a good tour out there when we go, and it's a very good investment.
We pride ourselves in our service. We're always available to our clients to answer their questions and keep them informed about their investments.
I have referred many clients to Steve.
We continually keep in contact with Steve because he's been such a valuable asset to us, and we want to refer him to our friends and family, and we have done that, and they've experienced the same benefits that we have as far as working with the Dirt Man.
I send people over to him all of the time.
Give him a call, you can't go wrong.
A lot of our clients come to us through word-of-mouth advertising because once people get a good result from us, they want to tell their friends and family.
I was so impressed with the company, and because I was staying pretty close to him in terms of watching the things that he was doing, I learned more and more about the company, so much so that I decided to get involved in it, and so now I'm a partner.
I'd like to say thanks to Steve Haight.
I'm really glad that I met Steve Haight.
Everyone should call WealthBridge.
Everybody should call WealthBridge.
Thanks, Steve, again, and thanks for WealthBridge and your whole support team, and everybody should get involved with WealthBridge and Steve Haight.
I encourage anyone who is looking into raw land investment to call WealthBridge. It would definitely be worth your while.
It's never too late to invest in land and make a profit. You can start now and you can have a future.
You're still able to come out in these areas and buy land for $10,000 to $30,000 an acre, where in places like Las Vegas, you're looking at $600,000 to $1 million an acre.
They don't call Steve the Dirt Man for nothing.
If you're ready to advance your financial future, do what smart investors have been doing for decades. Invest in the amazing high profit potential of raw land, the kind of remarkable undervalued properties that you can find today with the brilliant help of WealthBridge. We have land investment opportunities in the fastest appreciating areas of the country. To talk to a WealthBridge land consultant today or to make an appointment with Steve Haight himself, just call this number or log on to the WealthBridge website at www.wealth-bridge.com.
What we want to do at WealthBridge is find you land, again, in the path of growth and development, in the path of where you see this happening, and you just sit and wait for the infrastructure to come to you and let the property values appreciate.